Hello, Think Natalia community. Today, I want to introduce you to a phenomenal woman. I love her energy. I love her story. And it was an honor to work with her. Her name is Katarina Bulic Bestulic. She comes from beautiful Croatia, Pula. You need to check out that place. And who is she? What does she do? She is a digital lawyer and a digital business academy founder. So Katarina, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Natalia. It's a pleasure to talk with you as always.
You are most welcome. For everybody who doesn't know your story, a little bit of your background. So how did you become the person that you are today? Or how did you decide on doing exactly what you do today?
I have, I am a type of person who always likes very creative and always likes to do new things, always likes to innovate, always like to be on top of the technical stuff or new technologies. That's how I ended up where I am now, like the digital lawyer, because I do everything online. I managed to completely digitize my law business, which is kind of, unusual because I know that my other colleagues are not there yet, my lawyer colleagues. And of course, I invite them if they want to ask me anything, how I've done it, would love to help. And there was this other thing, which is the Digital Business Academy founder. In 2014, I had to completely digitize my business because I was about to have my first baby. And then straight the next year, I had another girl, so I have two girls. And I was actually in a situation, or go digital or don't work. Yeah. And as I am a person who I really like to work and I like to connect. I like to be, between people, even virtually. I came up with this idea of being a digital lawyer, and it works great. I love it. I met so many great people, and I have so many great clients from all over the world. But then the Digital Business Academy is, I decided to do it, and I founded it with the aim of helping other people get digital. So that is not strictly, law thing. It's an academy where I teach you from the beginning how to start an online business, and then also how to scale it.
Amazing. So how did our paths cross, or why did you decide to join my LinkedIn group coaching? Because you already have so much experience and you know your stuff. So I was like, why does she need me?
I think that I told you, but I have been following you from, I would say, like 3 years, before you became like a internet LinkedIn celebrity, but which you are, and I love it. And I remember, I think that I saw your first or second video. Then I was like, wow, this girl, she's like so authentic. I like the way she speaks. She knows her subjects. She has the theoretical university, whatever, doctorate background. And I was like, and she's doing something what I would also like to do, not the same like big thing, but being, more present, getting out there, getting out of my comfort zone, show myself from under the radar, like, because I was always like hiding behind the computer and stuff. And when I saw you, you really inspired me, and I wanted to learn more, to get into more details, how you've done it and how you're doing it, and what can I learn from you and from your course.
Absolutely. And what was the first milestone or the first big aha moment when we started to work together? So it doesn't matter if it was week 1 or 2 or 4 or whatever. What was the first time once we started working together where you thought, wow, I thought about it in a totally wrong way, or this is huge, like this is big?
I love the whole coaching and the whole group, and you know what you really go into detail. You know so much. You know you're so much on the top level of your of the stuff that you're teaching. But for me, it really, you know, although we learn so many things in the technical details about LinkedIn branding and stuff, but for me the aha moment was, you know, somewhere on the line I realized that I possibly had a little bit of the imposter syndrome. So I was like, oh gosh, so everybody feels like that every once in a while or when they're starting. So yeah, and I loved it the way you explained it, and the way others also helped me figure it out in the group. Yeah. So
That's
that was
beautiful.
like the first thing. I don't need to have all the doctorates, MBA certifications, you know. Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember that conversation where we said
Yeah.
that, yeah, we all feel like that. I remember that you also asked me, Natalia, do you ever come across a low moment where you doubt yourself or whatever? And I was like, of course, like at least once, twice per week. And I think in German, we say, you fell out of your clouds or out of the clouds. Like, what? So I absolutely love that we had this honesty and that we addressed this. Let's also talk about a story that I personally find incredibly cute, and you might cringe a little bit on the inside, publishing your first video. Tell us a little bit about the story, how you got there and how you felt when it was finally out.
um, should I say that I've done like 20 videos, like, and I'm never happy. I'm like, hi, and then no, and then like, hello, then no. But you know, people don't really care the way you say hi or hello, or you know, it's like, and it's the thing which I also learned and acknowledged even more with you and through the coaching is, you know, it's not actually about you. It's not like the way you say hello, it's not the way you smile, the way your hairstyle is done or not. It's about your message. It's about how you can influence and help others. And because we're all in this journey of growth, you know, and the person who is watching the way I say hi is really not my ideal client, or it's not my ideal, you know, also it's not, we are not a match, but the person who listens what I have to say, that is important. We have to, I learned that I have to focus on the content, you know, on my message of getting it through. And of course that it's okay if you have a nice hairstyle in the way.
Of course, of course. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And what I also love is, before we work together, you have already organized a massive event in Pula. So you brought top international thought leaders and you organized a physical self-development event that people even now speak about in your city. You might talk about that in a second. But not only that, now as we work together, you also decided to make that jump and you organized your first online summit. So tell us a little bit about both concepts and what your biggest insights were.
Yes. Well, the first live thing that that you mentioned is the Mind Valley University City Campus, which was happening the first year in 2017 in Barcelona, and myself and my family, we participated with 2 little kids, and we put them in a Chinese kindergarten. They were 2 and 1 years old, and it was like crazy, but so fun, you know. And I like to mention that because all the time people say, yeah, but you know, when you have little kids, you cannot travel. No, it's so difficult. I'm like, you know, it's not difficult at all. It depends what are your priorities, because everything can be arranged. You know, if you have a business which supports you, if you are digital like myself, like this is my job, like this computer, and that's all. I don't need to, you know. But yeah, and then it was in Tallinn 2018 and 2019 Pula, and it all came from my very powerful visualization. I should say that because it is a crazy story. I wrote in my diary like months before that even happened, months before people from Mind Valley even knew, Mind Valley City Campus Pula 2019, and I forgot all about it. then in August, I saw on Facebook they were looking for another place. I was like, of course, this is gonna be Pula. You know, I already wrote it, and I said, hey guys, and gave them, you know, all the framework, how and where and what. And then luckily they blessed us with their presence and of bringing these more than 1,000 people to Pula. And it was such a beautiful, beautiful event, beautiful experience where people from Pula could mingle with all the others from all over the world, more than 40 nationalities. Wow. And yeah, really, it was amazing to, and why I wanted to do that was because I wanted when we were going to Tallinn, Barcelona, and start traveling, all friends of mine said, yeah, lucky you can go there, you can experience that. And then I said, okay, now I'm going to bring it to you so that you can experience it as well.
No more lame excuses.
So that was about the Mind Valley. And then, the online summit, I loved it as well, and thank you so much for being one of our first guests. It was, I still have great comments and great, you know, how to say, the way that people react to the online summit and to the things that you shared about online and personal branding, about LinkedIn, and I love events. I love people, and I love sharing and connecting, and you know, speaking with like-minded people who are so much into growing in every aspect.
Okay, and you also mentioned the group or the Think Natalia Tribe a little bit. How did you benefit from it? Did you make new friends? Did you got constructive feedback? Are there business partners? Like, yeah, tell us a little bit more what you liked about it or what you appreciated about it.
I absolutely love the Think Natalia Tribe because, you know, we are similar, attracts similar, and we are mostly, you know, leaders, quite strong leaders with very high ambitions, but yet modest enough to admit that we still need to learn a little bit. And that we, not a little bit, well, we always need to learn, because once you stop learning, that's the end. Yeah. And it's a wonderful group. I made friends with quite a lot of other tribe members. I even met live some of them. Nice. And you know, every time there is something, we are talking about something, discussing, they give me so valuable insights from their own experience. And that is the community. You know, it's community is, and the is so valuable. You know, when you have your tribe, when you have your community, I think it's so valuable. And when you have a person who like puts us all together and gives the framework how to work together and how to be there one for another, that is like amazing. Yeah, so thank you for that.
Oh, you're most welcome. While you told about this, I realized that we might also address a question that a lot of people have, because you are in such a unique situation where you're wearing two hats, right? So you're the founder of an academy, but you're also a lawyer. And law tends to be a rather conservative industry. And I know that you were struggling a bit with that question as well. What if I now start to post online? What if I now get more visibility? What if I now create content and video content? What if I now expand my network? What will other people think? I know that these are problems that a lot of people have, and some of them were also your challenges. So what would you advise to these people based on your own insights? Like, what is it that your old self a few months ago needed to hear, because the you now is so much wiser? So what's that one sentence, that statement that might also empower other people?
Well, for me, it was, it's not about you, it's about the impact. It's about your special gift that you need to share with the world, and stop playing small, just to get out there. You know, all these fears, all these, what other people will think, what is this, what is that, it's really not important. it's not what people will, what will get other people's attention. It will be your message. It will be your authenticity. It will be your integrity and the way you are doing it. And, it's, we are all human, and we are all like, or shy. We're all like, we think, oh my God, if they or this or that. But then when you're also in a group of people who are proactive, who are doing it, and then you see your friends, your colleagues from the tribe doing it, then you say, oh, great. So I don't know, Marie's done it, now I'm going to do it. Then, Guido's done it, or whoever. And so it's like very, it gives you confidence, and it makes you feel safe, because you see other people on the same path, and you just like launch yourself there. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what I loved about you is that not only did you overcome a slightly like an imposter syndrome, as you said, I know that that was definitely a fear that you had. You also started to create content, video content. You organized an online summit. You got paying clients, which is all incredibly amazing, and something that you could and you should be incredibly proud of. But the fifth element that I would like to address for me is just what makes me the happiest. And you are one of these clients who really, really didn't only work on LinkedIn and on generating leads and getting more exposure and all of that, but you did so much inside work. I remember that you texted me and you told me about that you're changing your routine, you're changing your lifestyle, you're working with experts on things that you've been walking around for way too long time, because we all have our little backpack full of things. So tell us also about the incredible insight transformation, and go as far and as deep as you want. You tell me, you tell us where you want to stop. But I think it's important that we talk about it, because it shows so much that when you work on your inside, you're going to shine so much brighter on the outside, and you'll be able to help so many people. So yeah, stage is yours, Katarina.
Thank you. The most amazing thing that I realized is that if you're gonna be a successful business person, you cannot be that without personal growth, without working on your own self. Because the bigger the business, the better. Well, to say better, the most evolved, the most self-conscious you have to be. And it requires loads and loads of energy. It requires a lot of clarity of the mind and everything. And it also requires to get rid of some baggage, of some beliefs that you had and that were kind of, stopping you or limiting myself during that way. What I've done, I realized, and well, they say nothing happened by chance, but by doing some adjustments in my nutrition, in my diet, and this is like, I also saw it from you, but that got me curious. Then I got to work a little bit more on that. Was the intermittent fasting, and putting your seeing and watching what does good for you, for your body. And I managed to lose significant weight with that way, and it was as some sort of side effect of working on myself, on my business. These things just start falling to place, as if the universe conspires to make the best version of you, so that you can work, that you can get your message to the world, and the special gift, or whatever you feel like. So I worked on my diet. I worked with, I got into therapy as well, which for me as a Capricorn, we Capricorns, we know everything. We're rational.
I'm a Capricorn too. You tell me about it. Like me, nah, must be a wrong address, please, or wrong number, call somebody else.
Yeah. So, get the Capricorn into therapy, like you already made it.
I put that on my list of achievements. Hey!
So yeah, and it's wonderful how everything is you know, falling into place, and the way you're of course there is a lot of work still that has to be done, because it's a constant evolution, a constant you know, progress, but it's completely worth it, you know. It's like if you have that little itch inside you that you want to grow, you want to learn, it's you know, you just have to be curious and do it, and find the right persons who will be your allies, or how to say, to make an alliance with them during that path.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, because you meet a lot of people, and you develop a business, you know, a business where you can support your family, you can support yourself, you can be free to live, you're not like, for me, a great takeaway is that I'm not dependent on the current situation. You know, my business was luckily not affected. Of course, we're all affected, because you know, it's a thing which scares us and stuff. But at least if your you know, existential needs are in place, your job is in place, because you work online, or you work you know, like this, then it's easier.
Yeah, and if I also remember, you also changed your routines and your habits. So you got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you were super energized. And I think you also delegated some work every now and then, like maybe video editing, or sometimes it was cooking. And I think even, didn't you also work on your office, and you made sure that you got this beautiful view and the environment that inspires you? All of that was, I think, also part of the transformation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I finally got. I finally transferred and decided to work from my office. But it is. We first thought maybe we're gonna rent this apartment or something. Then I said, no, look, I'm completely worth it, and I'm gonna work there, because I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And it's by the sea, and when I see the sea, then you know, I don't need anything else. So it's because I'm a very creative person, and this makes me even more creative. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So once again, thank you so much for sharing your journey and your story with us. What kind of people should or could connect with you on LinkedIn? In a perfect world, Katarina, if you could invite anybody into your network, what kind of people would you prefer?
I would love to connect with anybody who got curious with my story, or who is on a similar path, and especially the people who are almost getting there and need some help on the way, because I absolutely love supporting people, empowering people, and helping them get on the next level. And of course, I'm also there for any type of legal advice. Legal law is conservative, but the way, you know, with the right approach, everything is doable. It's always better to prevent than to, you know, heal, or, you know, put a mess in order, legal mess. So yeah, I absolutely love working with any type of international contracts, of privacy policy, intellectual property. What can you do with it? What is it? How to protect your intellectual property, stuff like that. And also through the Digital Business Academy, keep an eye on it, because we will be sharing we will be putting live the program soon. This will help and save so much time to people who would like to get digital. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and I can also highly recommend your work. I've also hired you for a mini project for my webpage, where we needed to work on the privacy policy and everything that I always like, oh, I don't want to do that. Here, Katarina, please. So thank you so much. It made our life so much easier. And
thank you for engaging me, and it was a pleasure. I love it. I just love my legal stuff and the Digital Business Academy. Yeah.
Perfect. So you and I, we keep in touch, and I sincerely hope that I will meet you in person, most probably next year. Not sure if this year it's still going to happen with the current situation, but for sure next year. And until then, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I look forward to seeing you grow and explore and expand. And I'm really, really curious, you know, where that unicorn will fly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Natalia. I'll most definitely see you next year, Corona or not. You know, we're going to come in this suits.
Spaceman outfit.
I said till next year and that's it. Then I'm not paying attention anymore.
I like your attitude. Nice. Wonderful. Okay, so, and for everybody who watched this interview and who said, you know what, I think I want to work on my LinkedIn strategy as well, and my personal brand from the inside out. If you want to have similar results as Katarina has, then I want to invite you for a free consultation session. In order to apply for it, you simply go to coachingwithnatalia.com. You fill out a short form. My team is going to have a look at it. We have a lot of people who apply. That's why we need to be very, very careful and picky whom we choose, because we want to make sure that the people with the right mindset, with the right attitude, with the right energy join our tribe. So yeah, if everything works out, fingers crossed, and then I'm going to have a consultation session with you in which we're going to have a look at where you are right now and where you want to go. And based on that, I build a holistic, organic LinkedIn marketing strategy for you that also addresses lead gen and you as a core, like as a personal brand in its core. So if that sounds good, coachingwithnatalia.com. I thank you for your time, and we speak very, very soon.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.